Hello there, welcome to Namident Academy. Today, I would like us to discuss about GPA and the importance of GPA. Firstly, GPA stands for Grade Point Average, and it is a system that the universities or the academia used in grading students. And the calculation of this grade point average and the name differ from institution to another institution, and from a university to another university, and from country to other countries. So, at what level is this GPA being used? It's used primarily for undergraduate education and master's level. In some universities and countries where the doctorate degree is 4 years, or there is a course part of the doctorate degree, GPA is used in grading the doctoral students. And then the scaling system of the GPA varies from a country to another country, and even within the same country, different institutions adopt different system. We have the percentage system. With the percentage system, the university use percentages, and they categorize the range from this marks to this marks. You are given this class. From the second to this, you are given this class. For example, some will use from 100 to 75, you are given first class. From 64.99 to 65, you are given second class upper, and that's all for the ended percentage. For example, universities in Ghana and some universities in Qatar and UK use this percentage system. Then we have the 20-point grading system, which they grade all over 20. And some of the countries in West Africa, for example, Guinea-Bissau and others, use this 20 system. Then we have the 10 grading point system, and which are being used in most parts of America. And then there are 5 grading point system, where most countries in Asia and some European countries with some other African countries are using this 5 point. And the last is the 4-point grade system, which also grade the student according to grade of 4. And particularly some countries in Europe, like Turkey, are using this 4-point grading system. Aside this, the grading, we have the classes. For example, in some countries, you are familiar with what we have: the first class, the second class upper, the second class lower, and the pass. Or in some institutions, they have the third class before the pass. In other countries, they have what they call the higher Hana, and pass. So with all this system, depending on the country you are, is different. So now, what is the importance of this GPA? The first importance of GPA is that it helps a student to graduate. The university use this GPA, which is a weighted average, to determine the point above which a student can graduate and obtain diploma. So if you are a student in an institution, you should be able to get that minimum requirement of the GPA to be able to get your certificate and graduate. And this is one of the most important aspects of GPA. Because of the limited resources of the world and many applicants to scholarship. The scholarship secretariats or those who give the scholarship rely heavily on the GPA to give student or applicant scholarship. And in some grant given by institutions, some companies, some organization also rely heavily on GPA. And then admissions from undergraduate to graduate stages, or let's say from master's to PhD, the main requirement some universities require from their applicant is a minimum obtained GPA so that a person can enroll in the university in his or her choosing field. And again, in an institution, before a student is admitted to some club, to some association, they require the person to get some level of higher GPA. So one may ask that GPA really affect my employability to be able to get company to work after graduating. The answer is debatable because although some companies require you to get a good standing grade, but within the application, there is no, most of the companies don't state anywhere that you should get this average before you are able to enroll or you are being employed in that institution. So looking at the way it stands, GPA is purely used in the academics and its related field to segregate or give privileges to those with higher GPAs because of the competition. When competition is high, we should get something that we can use to separate people and to get a way of awarding others. So, generally speaking, that's how GPA is being used. And my advice to students, especially the undergraduate student, whilst we were in undergraduate level, we used to debate how important is GPA. And I know this debate is still going on at that level. Many of us were able to enroll ourselves immediately after school, move on like that. Some of our colleagues entered into industry and work. And for some, after several years of being in industry, they move to come and do their masters and PhDs. So no matter if you want to go to industry direct or you want to continue with masters and PhD direct, you should be aiming at getting a good GPA. And that, whilst in the universities, you should not really focus much on getting higher GPA whilst forgetting other part of the university education. University level education is one of the entertaining and one of the best time for a student where you can interact with a lot of your colleagues. Because in your application, both for master's or PhD or going to industry, employers or administrators would like to see something aside your good GPA, which is, for example, volunteering in a good cause or leadership in the student organization or involvement in extracurricular activities and other sort of non-academical uh, work on campus. So when you concentrate yourself much into getting higher GPA and always being a bookworm, as we used to say, always in the library, you miss the opportunity to socialize with a lot of people. So at the end, you will graduate with a good GPA, but you lack some of the benefit that comes with university education. So, in advice, I would say first, okay, concentrate on the GPA or getting good grades, but at the same time, balance your time to take part in a career program opportunity given to you by the university, your student association and clubs, social activities. Mingle with other students from other faculty, from other departments, because you don't know what you can gain from this other department, and that in future you can benefit and they can benefit much from your relationship. If you are in the university walls or in a dormitory, also involve yourself in the activities of the dormitory, or what we say the hall, so that you get to know people. We are social beings and we don't live individually. We live in a communal environment, and although we want to achieve excellency in academia, we should be able to also work very well with other people. Thank you for your time and attention. If you have any information you want to share with me about the importance of GPA so that I can also benefit from yours, please do so to comment under this video, like the video and share it. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.